Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Morgue-N.
Today we're going to be reviewing the found footage movie Evidence.
Explosion corrupted half the forensics.
What about IDs?
Can't tell if the ones we do have are male or female. I want on the case.
I got enough on my plate. I can't deal with your baggage.
You need me. You know what I can do.
Where are we at with the video? Capture's complete. Popcorn's hot.
Witnesses lie, camera doesn't.
Play it.
Well, a luxury vehicle.
What's with the camera?
Oh, I'm a director.
Get that damn thing out of my face.
Sit down. Hello?
It's like a bomb hit this place.
Yeah?
It's getting too dark.
I see something. Looks like a knife. This whole thing was planned. He's just playing with us.
To a serial killer. Murder is an art. It's their way of getting attention.
Directed by Directed by this guy right here, yeah. And it's a very good movie.
That was written by John Sweetnam.
Very good writer.
And it starts off with two girls kind of videotaping themselves, and they take a trip to Vegas. They're all going to Vegas, and they get on this pretty small bus. And there's only a couple people on the bus. It's not like a whole huge, there's like 5 people?
Yeah, something like that.
The bus ends up blowing tires, then they're stranded.
Why didn't you drive around it?
I couldn't see it. Now coulda.
It's a found footage movie that uses both cinema and found footage because the overall story is that there are these 2 detectives who are trying to put together what happened. They're trying to unwrap the mystery of all the craziness that happened after the bus breaks down. So it switches back and forth between the 2 detectives who are sitting in a control room looking at cell phone videos and hand cams and just whatever they can find that has recordings on it of these people before they die.
They're trying to piece together exactly what happened and who done it.
And so you get to watch the footage and you get to see them, and I appreciated that because it kind of gave you some breaks instead of it constantly just being people running around screaming, shaky video feeds. You actually get a few times where you can kind of take a breath, focus, and it also kind of feels like you get to play detective too.
Right.
Because you know that you're looking for clues and you know you're trying to piece something together. That's kind of a cool aspect for found footage.
Absolutely, yeah. The wraparound, essentially, or the framing device of the movie is these detectives. And there's a specific detective played by Stephen Moyer of True Blood fame. And, he's the lead investigator trying to figure out exactly what's happened. And you're right, it absolutely worked where if you get a little bit tired of the found footage aspect, the movie gives you a respite, right? It goes back to the detectives and, they're trying to piece it together as you're trying to piece it together.
Right.
So it's a direct correlation. They're essentially you as the viewer. And that was a really cool thing to have. It sort of enhanced the found footage and it made everything work a little bit better because you actually cared about what you were watching because they're looking for specific things in that footage.
I know I personally feel like sometimes found footage movies can be kind of boring just because some of them have places where you just sort of feel very static, and I personally get disconnected from the storyline when that happens. But in this one, they keep the hits coming. There's lots of action, there's lots of stuff going on, and there's little things for you to pick up along the way, so you're not just blankly staring at something that could just be background noise at a party. You're actually involved, and so it's the best found footage movie I've seen.
Yeah, it was very well done, and the 2 main actresses in the found footage piece of the movie, there's the director who's actually filming most of the found footage, and then the lead girl who's her best friend who's an aspiring actress. That all actually plays into the plot of the movie. Again, we're not going to go into too much detail because we do have a spoiler episode coming up, which, as always, you can check out by just clicking right here if you want. I actually really appreciated the effects of the movie, the practical effects, and they did use some CG because when the group gets to this broken down truck stop, someone starts to try and pick them off, and they're using
Pretty pretty interesting weapon.
Pretty
choice.
interesting weapon choice, yeah. Again, we're not sure we want to give that away either because it's cool and the way they use it is different, and it's not something that you see in a horror movie very often. So,
no.
And he starts to pick the group off one at a time. The kills are all very cool. They're done well. They're done stylistically, and they're done with a purpose, I think.
Oh, definitely, and I think they really utilize that sometimes simpler is better.
True.
I mean, the movie's not overcomplicated. It's very laid out and simple.
Straightforward.
Straightforward, to the point. They don't drag things out. It's not really any confusion. It's pretty much A, B,
Right.
C, done. And that was good.
And using that framing device, they're able to propel the story where they get to an end of a tape and then they cut back to the detectives and they're like, okay, where's the next tape? Which one are we putting on next? Or is there anything else? Or the file's corrupted. And it's like,
Yeah, and it was cool to see.
it adds
like,
bits of tension, even though you're not in the found footage
Yeah.
where the killer is.
Well, and with using the different medias, kind of was cool because it made it feel a little more real. It wasn't
Yeah.
just, oh, I'm just randomly recording all of this stuff because I like to record everything, so la la la.
Right.
And I just happened to catch all this crazy. But then they're like, well, and there's cell phones, and there's this, and there's, it just kind of helps to.
And actually,
bring it together.
the end of the movie, without spoiling it, justifies that choice in their storytelling. So I really enjoyed the movie. I think it's definitely worth a check out.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's like I said, my favorite found footage movie, and I'm not a huge found footage fan, so check it out.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching the horror show today, guys. We appreciate it.
Like, share, and subscribe to us, and you can follow us on Twitter at HorrorShow666.
Or email us at thehorrorshow666@yahoo.com.
In the comments below, let us know what your favorite found footage movie was.
And as always, you guys, we appreciate you watching the video. And remember, stay scared.